Hello everyone and welcome back to Camera West TV. Today we are going to be taking a look at this little guy right here. This is the Panasonic G100 and it's Panasonic's answer to a small portable vlogging device. The 20.3 megapixel sensor does a pretty nice job at taking photographs thanks to its micro 4/3 size sensor. However, due to this camera being targeted more towards the vlogging market, I'm going to spend most of my time talking about it like that. The body of the G100 is quite small, especially for a micro 4/3 size camera. I'm glad that there's a bit of grip on this camera, as without it, the G100 would be quite difficult to hold. Your rear selector for shutter speed is the spinning wheel that doubles as a menu button, and while that's not ideal position, it does make sense given the size of the camera. The 5-axis stabilization of the G100 is a hybrid IS system that combines electronic image stabilization with lens stabilization. It does a pretty decent job, but it does seem to struggle in the standard mode. However, switching it over to a high mode does help with getting some more stable video. This does come at a cost though, and because you are cropping into the video, I wish this camera had built-in IBIS, but given the size of the camera, it's understandable that it was left out. The finder features a 3.68 million dot EVF that has a viewfinder magnification of 0.73x. Overall, the finder is a bit lacking, and on this particular camera, the color temperature of the finder doesn't seem to match the rear display. The rear 3-inch 1.84 million dot LCD is a touchscreen. The touchscreen allows you to navigate the menu, which is a nice touch. The one thing I wish it did though was allow you to scroll through the pages. You can change the pages on the touchscreen by hitting the little bars on the right side of the screen. The screen is fully articulating, which is how a camera like this should be. I much prefer this kind of screen articulation for cameras. The detail of the screen isn't great, but it's definitely not bad given that this camera only costs $749 with the kit lens and $799 if you opt for the Selfie Grip. And speaking of the Selfie Grip, it's actually a pretty cool little accessory. The grip has a dedicated record button, making it easy to start and end recording while holding it in the selfie mode. There is a shutter button which allows you to start recording if you're in the video mode as well. A nice little feature that they added is the sleep button, which will help you save battery life. I think one of the best things about this grip is the fact that it turns into a little mini tripod. One of the big selling features of this camera is the optimized OZO audio by Nokia. It uses multiple microphones on the camera that allows it to detect you. So if you're using this camera in a selfie vlog style, it'll only use the mics that point forward. And they don't sound bad, but I think having a Rode Video Micro would be a better solution. Alright, so I'm recording myself on the Panasonic Lumix G100, and I have the OZO audio enabled. So let me know how I sound down in the comments below. I should sound fairly good. This room is a little echoey, but one of the big problems I have about this kit lens is when you do have the stabilization on, is that even at 12 millimeters on this camera, it's still a 24 millimeter. And if I'm arm's length, this is as wide as I can get it. But overall, the autofocus does seem to be tracking my face fairly well. On the left side of the camera, we have a single mic input. And on the right side of the camera, we have a micro HDMI and micro USB port. So the camera can shoot 4K at 30 frames and 1080 at 120 frames. There is a 10-minute 4K video recording limit. The camera has a Vlog-L profile, which is still only 8-bit, so color grading the footage isn't going to be as good as if you're working with 10-bit footage. I would recommend shooting this camera mostly in the 1080p mode, as the 4K footage is quite a bit soft. So in short, I think if you're someone who is looking to get into vlogging at a lower price point and you don't want to add an external mic, I think the G100 could be a great option for you as long as you're looking to shoot 1080p. And if you're interested in picking up one of these cameras, you can head over to camerawest.com or you can hit the link down in the description below. And let us know what you think about this camera down in the comments below. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And this is Adam, and I'll see you next time.